England team that has swept all comers against a New Zealand team that were 5-time winners. They look down, but they've shown they're not out. Rugby World Cup final 2021. New Zealand against England. Let's go. Off the boot of Renee Holmes. The energy around the stadium as Lydia Thompson coming into the team today. Gets the first touch and the first carry. For England, there's Lucy Packer. We'll touch more on that late change with Leanne Infante ruled out as the first kick goes downfield for Dement. And we might see the early intent from New Zealand here. It's with Renee Holmes. Runs into hard contact of Alex Matthews. Or England have stolen this. Cocaine, brilliant. And that allows Marlie Packer to wind up. It gives England great attacking opportunity. Hunter for Lucy Packer. Little stab of a kick through from Harrison, trying to turn around the New Zealanders. The bounce is tricky for Holmes, but she's done well. And now to get away from Dow. Scarratt eventually puts down Renee Holmes for New Zealand, and Cox Edge will clear. Through the hands the Kiwis will go. Rule. But Love, they do a lot of work with ball in hand. The two New Zealand trot forwards. Packer all over that. But it's still there for New Zealand. Demand down low, good hands for Fitzpatrick. Then floats the ball for Alana Bremner wide. Long opening sequence of play. And now the older of the two sisters, Chelsea Bremner, runs into heavy England contact.
Onside, girls. Good.
New Zealand will look to exit through the boot of Dement. She's just chipped this into a little bit of space and it'll roll out over the touchline.
Advantaged England, have to say, using their kicking game to get down and test New Zealand. They got a nice turnover early on from Amy Cocaine. Fantastic with first set piece.
Here's Cocaine with the throw, and down they go, and it's great ball for Harrison to work with Scarratt, and then she's got Aitchison on the wraparound, and here comes England, and their flyer Abby Dow gets rid of Holmes, slips a little ball back in field. Oh, Thompson does brilliantly to hold on. The two wingers combining, and England threatens 6 metres out.
On who, Amy?
England's forwards lining up. Cocaine it is.
And that backspin.
Packer for Packer. No relation, Lucy and Marlie.
Advantage.
And advantage England's way. This is a really good start for the Red Roses. New Zealand's defence hold firm. Here's Harrison, Scarratt. She's got Kildunn wide, and Kildunn will strike in the opening 2.5 minutes for England. What a start for the Red Roses.
And it's all business from the Red Roses. What an impressive start. The kick pressure, but it came from the set piece. Emily Scarratt involved. Holly Aitchison comes into this side for her distribution skills. And who does she find other than the firepower of Abby Dow? Lydia Thompson working off her other wing, but it's the pack that get round, which tighten up New Zealand. And Ellie Kildunn in her first Rugby World Cup final gets England's opener.
Yeah, what a start. You see that Emily Scarratt was amongst it twice. She distributed well, set on the outsides, and that's the secret right there. Perfect start for the history-making Red Roses.
Yeah, England spoke about it during the week, playing for these injured players. Of course, Ali has come in for Helena Rowland, who was injured in the semi-final last week. Hannah Bottoman, another one out injured. Laura Keats, too. Let's not forget all the hard work over these 5 years. It hasn't been for nothing, has it?
Yeah, they've had some adversity in these last few weeks for sure. Emily Scarratt, you expect better numbers from her, but she had a great hand in that try. This one out wide. Oh, and she struck that really nicely, has Scarratt. What a start. Perfection from England. 7 points to 0.
It's just a lovely skill set, just really using their whip, knowing that New Zealand got narrow, thinking that the forwards from England were going to pick and go. They find their flyer on the outside.
And it'll be interesting to see now. New Zealand going to kick off. England will kick back. Will New Zealand stick with trying to run out? They turned it over last time. They go to the other side on this kick.
Holmes it is, and she goes shallow. Looking for Tui it is to climb, and brings it down, does Ruby Tui. Fitzpatrick, and Cox Edge rolls a little ball over the top. Kildunn is in good position. Rather, it's Harrison back there. A good net gain for New Zealand this time.
Yeah, great spot from Kendra Cox's. All of it using her experience. Can see that the backfield's slightly exposed.
Zealand going to go to a short line out straight away, so I'm not going to try and drive here. They've got some of their big runners just outside all Hague demand.
It's untidy ball for Cox's, but it's New Zealand's ball nonetheless. Pressure coming on though. Able to squeeze it back for Demanta. Now Hirini out the back. A little double pump from Fitzpatrick, and Holmes is well and truly wrapped up by England's midfield defence. Now they're set to run. Chelsea Bremner, no way through the white wall so far. Fitzpatrick, wide foot. Hirini just roaming, and we know she's got good speed and she loves the physical stuff. Now Kildunn's almost ripped that away. Unlucky. Ellie Kildunn Demant. Good hands from New Zealand. Just razzle-dazzle, all the flair in the world, and they're going to get a penalty here.
Yes, twice England been caught at the back of the ruck, not rolling side to side, rolling north to south, which you can't do. You've got to clear that ball. But that's just the speed of play and tempo that New Zealand want to play it.
Yep, shot called. Thanks.
Yeah, you can see the intent they want to play. Putting the ball in the 5-metre channels was a really good spot read from Lydia Thompson. Just over the top, Fitzpatrick. She's been excellent this tournament at releasing her outside back, and Sarah Henry. She may have number 7 on her back, but she's got some wheels on her too. You just see Sarah Byrne gets caught in the ruck again.
Renee Holmes will be kicking into a slight breeze here for New Zealand, but she's been knocking them over from 50 metres at training under the watchful eye of Dan Carter. So this one should be all good, shouldn't it?
I think it hits different when it comes to a World Cup final. But Renee Holmes, you'll see her say, strike through that ball. Holmes kicked through it nicely. It's just going to shave left though. At the distance, no problem. So a let off for England.
Girls behind the kicker.
Harrison bangs it away downfield as Holmes collects again. Demant, the ever-present co-captain, just getting a little lateral, but she's got good support from the very impressive Maya Kawana-Kolani Roos, who drives up over halfway. Great carry from the 20-year-old. But England have got hands on that. Can they get cleared out of there?
Away, wait.
It will come for New Zealand. Fitzpatrick looking for Woodman, goes through, almost ghosting through herself. Great tackle, Scarratt. England darting off in that defensive line.
No.
Bruce again, out the back for Demant, who's going to kick for Tui. A lot of open space, and the bounce is, tricky for everyone. Hacked ahead by Fluhler and out over the sideline.
Yeah, that's a weapon that Hague Demant really has brought into her game, that kick pass or that little kick in behind just to keep the defence on its toes. But, geez, a little bit of greenery there behind England's front line.
Yeah, definitely see England want to put so much pressure on them. So big line speed is going to create some options out there.
Speaking of options, here goes the indomitable Marlie Packer, and now once again driving that kick low and hard. It's good, and Holmes has covered that across really well. A kind bounce off the legs. Just trying to get some space for Woodman, and she might have done that here. Woodman gets rid of one, tries to fend off Kildunn, can't do so. Keeps the ball just in the field of play, and Scarratt tidies up. Doesn't need a lot of room, Woodman. Now there's big green pasture back for Holmes to track for New Zealand. Look at Abby Dow flying in on her. Support from Fitzpatrick. Boy, this is an energy-sapping start. What a 9 minutes. As Coxedge tries to snipe away. They'll need a halfback. Love had just overrun Hirini there. And they'll reset again. Oh, Marlie Packer. She is a physical beast. McMenamin for New Zealand. Hirini. Chelsea Bremner. Demand again, once more she'll stab the kick through for Tui to chase, but it's been well read in the backfield by England once more. And turn around we go. New Zealand pegged in their own half at the moment. Oh, Demand. It's rugged and hard as the two tens come together. The Black Ferns having a reset again from deep inside their own 22. Nice little bit of footwork from Hirini. Not afraid to show the razzle-dazzle and the step. Woodman, she's got Kildun in front of them, going to take them on. Goes one way, then the other. Hirini coming up on the shoulder. New Zealand bust forward once more. England scrambling as Thompson won it back. No, it's still there for the Black Ferns. McMenamin, with all her experience coming into the side today. Demand inside ball for Fitzpatrick. Oh, penalty. Brilliant defence from England and a mistake from New Zealand.
Take a breath. What about that? Full money at the moment. I'm thinking New Zealand overplaying in their own 22, and then they pull something out the bag and you see Woodman go halfway up the pitch, and that's what this team can do. But they just got desperate around the breakdown and then come off their feet, and they gifted that ball back after all of that great attacking play.
I'll tell you what, the time with ball and play is absolutely phenomenal. Both of these teams now just waiting for that second win, so it comes a mind game, doesn't it? So under fatigue, got to hit your mark here.
Amy Cocaine down the back they go, and this line out of England is just working to perfection early. Harrison pumps for Scarratt, short ball for Kildun, but a good read by Fluhler in defence this time. It's nice and quick for Packer to work with, and space again wide for England. Dow chopped in a good tackle by Fitzpatrick. New Zealand blowing through this time, and Ponsonby disrupts. It's just come off the New Zealand hand, and that'll be a penalty.
Yeah, right call though. 100% the right call.
Yeah, but she then cannot dive on the ball as it's emerging.
Yeah, the ball come out, so that's fine, but you dove right over. You have to keep your feet or go over the top of it, so.
Well, this is a situation, Rachel, that New Zealand would have wanted to avoid.
Yeah, discipline was always going to be key in this game. Just see here, great counter ruck initially. You can see fighting for everything, but there you've got to go for the player, or if you're going for the ball, you've got to stay on your feet. But this is an area that New Zealand would not have wanted to put themselves into early on.
Cocaine will hit the target. It's Abby Ward, and here comes the rolling maul of England. Organised. It's with Cocaine in the back. Packer the halfback will drive them on, and England in the middle. Inching forward. Oh, it's perfection again, Cocaine. Now, so organised and so disciplined in this area. Cocaine marching to the try line and scores.
Quality set piece delivered again for England. This has been their go-to weapon. Abby Ward, the line-out leader. Just look how tight, compact, composed they are. New Zealand do all they can. They initially get a really good shove on, manage to hold them out, but England gather the momentum again, and they go to work, and Amy Cocaine, so strong, knows where the line is. And that's an impressive and a very happy coach from Simon Middleton.
England's rolling maul has been compared to a white anaconda, unstoppable. And when their forwards coach Louis Deakin came on board about 15 months ago, his main goal was for England's set piece to be dominated and feared around the world.
All good, girls.
Black Ferns right up against that hoarding, having a huddle. As Woodman gets a flyer and will trudge back, and Scarratt will reset.
Now you have to stay, okay?
strokes over another 2 points for England. 14 minutes gone, 14 points on the board for England. 14-0 they lead.
Well, this is a real statement from this England team. We're going to go right down, see if you can stop us. New Zealand knew they had any chance in this game. They have to stop this part of the game from England. That time, England too good.
Holmes away to the right. This time goes a little deeper. And Hunter has lost it slightly, but H is in there to tidy up. Charge by Fluhler. Packer scrambles back. Lucy Packer, that is. Oh, nice little bit of footwork from the young England halfback. So what was a shaky regather is now a good one as Matthews powers through the defence and then throws the ball away to McMenamin.
She's good, but I'm in the way. I'm in the way.
Geez, I'm not sure Sarah Hunter was totally had her body weight either, to be fair. Stacey Fluhler up there, chasing nice and hard, but it's a nice return as well from Lucy Packer. Here's the strong run. Look at that shoulder in, just goes over the top of Alana Bremner. Now this is for me where New Zealand really have to have a nudge. Normally they use their blindside winger as the starter player, so on this occasion it's going to be Ruby Tui just behind in number 8 and Charmaine McMenamin in the scrum. The back line very, very flat for New Zealand, shaping up to run.
Set!
Ball just gets a little bit jammed and Coxedge does go for Tui, beats the first tackle, it does Ruby Tui and offers nice quick ball for her halfback now again, trying to manipulate some space for Woodman, looking to get around the outside, inside ball for Demand, and then it's just come off an England hand. That'll be a knock on to Scarratt. All concern on the side for Woodman. Will play on though with Maya Roos for New Zealand. Ball still there for the Black Ferns. Holmes, they got numbers of hit and he can get it, shoveling it along for Tui. Is Tui going to back herself? Instead she goes footwork instead of pace. New Zealand looking for their first points. McMenamin with a good charge. Roos again. Maya Roos almost through. Stopped by Cocaine. Bremner, she's got her sister with her. That's Chelsea and Alana on her shoulder. Stolen away by Packer though for England. And it comes to nothing for New Zealand as England bang it away downfield. They're going to have to stop play here though because there's concern on the sideline for Portia Woodman.
Yeah, I think it's a head issue for Portia Woodman. Just in the act of throwing their ball on the inside when she made the break. I'm not sure what happened completely and awkwardly. We might have a situation here for one of the England players. I'm still unsure at ruck time whether they're on their feet competing for their ball.
Head-on-head contact.
This might be a head-on-head contact. Oh.
Yeah, no rush at all.
It's going to take the water break now too, and we're still touched down to the far end of the stadium where the giant
You tell me when you're
screen
there,
is.
Hall, and we'll line it up.
Yeah, that's us there, Ben.
Okay, here it comes.
Well, I've seen this in a men's game and it's been a red.
So they're your best 3 angles.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting what they come up with here.
Yeah, for me, it's clear head-on-head.
That's with force too.
She's coming across at speed. It's a reckless action. I'm seeing no mitigation. Are you seeing the same thing?
100% agree.
So it's a red card to 14.
100% agree.
Massive, massive moment in this final. Very, very tough. But that's the way it is.
It's Lydia Thompson for England. We're still treating Portia Woodman on the side.
14.
And one of the veteran players for England in her 58th Test match will be sent a red card. Head-on-head contact.
she'll be absolutely
So
devastated with that.
Docs do their thing, but the penalty, because it's outside the field of play, would be 15 in. It's outside. Okay, it's inside the field of play. Okay, no problem. We'll just keep time off and let medical do their thing.
I mean, it's hard, it's tough. Lydia Thompson doesn't want to go and with tackling with the head, just got in the wrong position. It's unfortunate, but that's the...
Yeah, absolutely. It's just that reckless intent coming, flying across, being completely upright. You're putting yourself at risk.
So it's Aisha Letzi,
Just where I am.
this dynamic 23-year-old, and the good news is that Portia Woodman is sitting up on the back of the mini can. She won't play any more part in this final, but she has played one heck of a part in this tournament.
Yeah, it's a shame for both wingers, really, both superstars for their respective countries. Unfortunate.
Absolutely, she's been a superstar for the Black Ferns. Most tries in the tournament.
And alongside her, her wife Renee Whitcliffe, of course, has played her last game for New Zealand, able to help Portia off and give a little guidance to Aisha Letihinger as well.
And a big moment in this game, the New Zealand going for the line out. We saw how ruthless England were just minutes ago. Bit of time off. And now, how does this affect both sides? Does it motivate New Zealand? What does it do to England? Do they just staunch up now they know they're 14 and go to the trenches?
Ponsonby throws down the back for Chelsea Bremner. England will play 60 minutes in this final with 14. New Zealand looking for first points, and they've scored them! It's Georgia Ponsonby, matching the work of her old Fielding High School player as well at one end. And now Georgia Ponsonby scores in the final. Her first try for the Black Ferns.
Oh, what a wonderful moment for her, but what about that as a statement from New Zealand's? Moments ago, England did this to them. Their line-out hasn't been their bread and butter into this game, but they've gone to work and given England a taste of their own medicine. And it's a superb ball to the back, not an easy throw, but look how tight connected they get early on and get the shove on, and England can't do anything about it.
Yeah, great take from Chelsea Bremner in the second row there, the number 5, and once they got that momentum, very tough for England to stop.
Big moments for England now, psychologically, dealing with a red card, knowing how wide and expansive New Zealand want to play, then just to be hurt at their own game. Going to need those leaders to step up in that huddle.
I'll tell you what though, and you know better than most, Rach, you don't win 30 games just by fluke. There's a lot of experience amongst this England group. They have won under duress before. Don't count them out, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely not. And I can tell you, they would have challenged and they would have played with these scenarios in training and even in games before where they've had a card.
Holmes to add 2 more, curling it around, Renee Holmes, converting the try of Ponsonby. New Zealand pull one back, it's England 14, New Zealand 7.
There could be a change coming for England as well. Claudia McDonald has jumped up, she's got her jersey off and she could be ready to come on the field. We'll keep you posted.
It's Kirsty Stanway's sideline, I'm amazed she can hear herself down there. As England get us back underway, and mistake from the kickoff from New Zealand.
Still live.
Maya Roos couldn't handle it.
Scrum or line out? Line out called.
Geez, that's a good restart though. Getting it to their corner, realising Maya Roos is the one who's going to take it. England, another chance.
Cocaine, one of the try scorers so far. This time they go to the middle. It's Matthews who gets it under duress, and New Zealand have done well just initially to hold this up, and now it's funneled back for this impressive hooker. And look at the New Zealand defence splinter as the wide anaconda snakes its way forward, trying to strangle New Zealand. Again, look at the Black Ferns having to hurry back. England, pressure, pressure, pressure coming. Packer's got it. Under the arm now, you're never stopping Marlie Packer from there. What a response from England.
All off the mistake from the kickoff from New Zealand. Oh yeah, she's the leader, all right. The spiritual leader of this pack. Here it is here, throw. They go to the second jumper, but look at the power. That's the thing for me, Rachel, they're so impressive. They initially withhold this and then the power just shoves on.
Yeah, they're just patient. They wait for an inch to give from New Zealand and then they power through, manage to splinter off, go through the middle, and New Zealand can't regather themselves to stop that momentum going. But how about that driving maul from the 22 all the way through? Great response from England.
Cheers, Bennett.
They love it too. Simon Middleton and her coaching group. There she is, Marlie Packer, who plays every game for her 2-year-old son, Ollie. He'll be watching back home in England, and it's just a few more sleeps until mum's home as well.
It's money for Marlie. Perhaps the standout player of this tournament amongst a lot. Scarratt, this time off the posts. Can't convert this one, but England just keeping New Zealand at arm's length now, 19-7.
Oh yeah, in a final you go to what your bread and butter is. Absolute money right there.
Holmes again, remember England, one player short, and now they make a mistake from the kickoff, and that'll be a penalty. Burns brought that in from an offside position. Boy, the Locks have got the jitters on the kickoffs.
Yeah, it was a clever little kick, wasn't it? She kicked it just low so that Abby Ward had to reach for it.
Sorry? Sorry, Holly, was it just here? Perfect, thank you.
The whole time or 20 minutes?
The whole time. Next thing.
Well, a chance for New Zealand to reply here with their own rolling. Will be interesting to see how they attack this full line out.
They've got 40,000 behind them here too.
Remner it is, Chelsea who brings it down. England, they know how to do it. Do they know how to stop them? It's nice and organised at the moment, just cribbing sideways a little from Ponsonby. She peeks right and left and buries the head once more. Coxedge wants it.
Use it.
And told to use it by referee Davidson. Fitzpatrick. Demand on the wraparound. Holmes. There's space here, remember. England short. Ayesha Letienga. And it away and over. What a strike coming off the bench for this dynamic, brilliant youngster, Ayesha Letienga.
Well, England did well to propel and stop their rolling more. But look, there's the back ball. There's the skipper with the nice right to left pass on the chest of Renee Homer. Distributes it early, and Ayesha Letienga straight onto the field and straight into try scoring.
They don't call her the detonator for no reason, do they? Because when she comes on, she goes boom. And that's what she's done. She plays every game for her mum, who passed away when she was just 10 years of age, and she writes her name on her wrist every game.
There you're seeing a product of that red card. England getting short of the line out, and Demant's ball over the top. A, to recognise it, and then the speed of thought to put the ball there and execute it.
I'll tell you what, in a final, we've seen some tries already. How good does code?
We're going to be going 25 minutes.
That's why Eden Park's got 45,000 in it, though. And millions watching around the world. Both of these teams, quality.
Holmes from wide. It stays straight, it stays true, and it goes over.
another look at that. Just the great skill work, and you're not going to be stopping. Let's see Iyengar from there.
England will drive this kick-off long. It worked last time. It's safely brought down by the try scorer, Iyengar. And Roos will carry forward. Now, Alana Bremner. Alana, the blonde in 6, Chelsea. Dark hair in 5, the sisters. What a moment for the Bremners. Oh, another mistake from New Zealand. Down in this danger zone.
Well, that's just pressure, absolute pressure on. It was Roos who gave that miss pass, probably just went through their hands. England again, last time in this position, were able to roll it all the way to the New Zealand try line.
What have they got this time? Let's go. A little look in the air from Abby Ward. And the powerhouses will once more roll up their sleeves. It's Marlie Packer on the 22. New Zealand have done a better job holding this up. Last time this is where it splintered, and here it goes again from England. Lucy Packer looks to the referee. They go again, and it's Byrne who peels away. Just picked up by Zoe Aldcroft. Did she hold on to it on the ground? Yes.
Let it come. Let it come.
Ball spills out on New Zealand's side. Let it come was the call, and Charmaine McMenamin said yes, but we'll go back for a penalty. No. Oh, another player down here too. To Alex Matthews.
Yeah, that's right. What was the penalty for? Off the thing.
Zoe Aldcroft, yeah, she was the one who took that ball into contact, so we're going to have another delay.
Time off.
This might be another issue as well. In terms of a card, if this is to the head, which it looks like it was.
It's off feet by Black, playing on the ground.
The ball was knocked on first by England.
Sarah?
She was the player who was the one who took it into contact and lost her, I thought at the time, but perhaps because of the knock she's taken.
Yeah, that's why she knocked it on. She lost the handle, eh?
Yeah, just on that offload from Sarah Byrne, was really low to the ground, so as she tried to sweep it up, we saw that she took a knock as she was going down to floor.
Well, this is World Rugby's Player of the Year, Zoe Aldcroft. Huge moment too if this to lose her. Man, this match.
Oh, she's been a monster in the lineouts all tournament long. She's been absolute money. Here we go here. Oh.
She just had nowhere to brace the fall. Sadly, her head took that impact. She's a key player for England, key player within that line out. What makes it so strong and so well oiled.
Well, if we thought they'd faced some adversity with the injuries they've had already, Bottoman, Rowland, Infante. Now England, remember, down to 14. With a red card to Lydia Thompson, look like they are going to lose one of their key game drivers, their key line out forwards, World Player of the Year, Zoe Aldcroft. Who thankfully too is sitting up, which is good to see.
She's tough as they come, that's for sure. Zoe Aldcroft. Geez, she's been some scenes here today.
That's quality, isn't it, to see all the fans turning in. The Mexican waves currently going around the stadium right now.
It's good to see Zoe Aldcroft up and leaving up under her own steam, so that's a massive sign. She'll go get a HIH. She might be back.
That's great news, isn't it? Zoe Aldcroft coming off for the next 10 minutes anyway, but Kath O'Donnell in jersey 19 has made her way onto the field for England.
Kirsty Stanway's sideline. Yeah, Kath O'Donnell wasn't in the team last week, brought in off the bench in place of Rosie Gallagher this week.
Yeah, Kath O'Donnell's got a big physical game about her. She's a real tough player. I think Simon Middleton knew that it was going to be a battle of the packs. Just wanted that extra bit of physicality.
That's a tough place to exit too. New Zealand going to have a hit up somewhere, whether it be Charmaine McMenamin or one of the second 5 centres, just to try and get an angle to clear.
Set!
Defensively, England have put Alex Matthews in that 10 channel, knowing what's coming.
It's Letty England who will carry out. Low to the ground, powerful winger. The man creating space, remembering England are going to be stretched this way. Holmes just stabs a little kick and it beats Tui out over the side.
It's interesting, New Zealand are using these little dab kicks rather than going long. I think in that situation, you've got to go long.
Yeah, especially when Abby Dowles come right up into the line. Huge space in the backfield. We saw what Ruby Tui did last weekend against France with that kick chase.
Hunter it is in the middle of the line out to bring it down for England.
Backwards once.
England spent a lot of time in New Zealand's half. Cocaine, schooled in New Zealand, her family, her parents here, and they've got advantage, have England. And she'll just keep going a little more. Boy, this is impressive. This forward work from England is dynamic and hard and organised.
Yep.
As they've carved off another 15-20 metres and still going more. Hunter finally brought to ground, and look at the position England have got themselves in. Packer, Harrison for Marlie Packer, ball out the back on the wraparound is Aitchison. She's got Scarratt, wants it wide. Oh, Holmes has picked it. They're going to go back and play the penalty. The only people who don't know it are the 45,000 at Eden Park, Renee Holmes and Zoe Harrison.
Oh, what a shame. There was a gate run there. They still haven't realised that play's going to come back for a penalty advantage from bringing down the maul illegally.
Yeah, it was Maya Ruse, I think it was, that got caught on the wrong side, but Sarah Hunter from this line out.
Thank you.
You watch this line out, Sarah Hunter, she's going to take it. They initially get repelled by New Zealand. They could have given it up, but you see here, she says, nope, we're going to reset, we're going to go again. That's the experience of the number 8, and she waits, and now the power comes on. There's the penalty given away, and they just march forward knowing they got that penalty advantage, and she gets up and repeats her effort. The skipper, that's fantastic from the number 8.
Yeah, all class, just showing. You know, this is their 4th Rugby World Cup final. She knows what it's going to take, and it will be double efforts continuously throughout this game.
New Zealand either have to send someone up or everyone's got to commit to this drive early. That's the question, and England have the option to get it out.
Into the final 10 minutes of a pulsating first half of the Rugby World Cup final. It'll be brought down by Abby Ward. And they drive again, just power, rumbling forward once more. New Zealand powerless to stop. It's with Marlie Packer once more. Funneled across, they've stopped them just on the line. Bodies everywhere, crashing over. Still not there, now it is. Again, England find a way. Absolute machine, and it's Amy Cocaine who comes up for her second.
Just absolute quality. Amy Cocaine just finding a way through all the black jerseys surrounding them. But this is England's bread and butter, the strength that they have, the power that they have. New Zealand can't get any control over it. Splintering left to right, but no white jersey detaches. See there, Marlie Packer slowly to get held up and then transfers the ball back to Amy Cocaine.
What's impressive about that, they actually shift the point of attack. New Zealand are committed to the jumper, and they go to the left of the jumper once they bring it down, and there's no defence whatsoever. So that is smart play from that front 8 from England.
Well, it's been family tradition for the Cocaines to serve their country, and here their daughter is Amy Cocaine. Her day job is in the Royal Air Force as a police officer, and she lives by the words, train hard, fight easy. She's making it look easy with 2 tries in the first 32 minutes.
It's a big turnaround from New Zealand, having thought they'd scored up the other end. So England adding 5, make it 7 points. They've led from the off, and they extend once more. It's England 26, New Zealand 14, 7 to go in the first half.
Well, it's the message is you've got to retain your restarts. That's the thing. Whatever team has missed the restart is giving away points. So here, England just need to consolidate, get this restart and kick it downtown. New Zealand, on the other hand, have done exactly the same, but drop points.
Marlie Packer brings it down, runs into Alex Matthews. They play on though. And Lucy Packer, who late replacement into the team, carrying a little injury herself and doing well so far to distribute to her backline, and away they go for Harrison. Here's, let's see Oyingan. It's gone, no, it has gone forward. Big mistake again for New Zealand, and England kicking game, putting pressure on.
Just errors that are letting New Zealand down at the moment. With 2 knock-ons, throw the ball into touch. Just need to settle themselves. There's been a lot of disruption going on in this game in this first half.
And it just
loses their balance.
Keep your mind up.
To me, that's just pressure of the moment, pressure of the situation. 9 times out of 10, she eats those up with one hand. And this is what happens. England going to their bread and butter, going to their set piece, being staunch. Emily Scarratt has been the secret amongst this attack. Remember, the one player down in the back line, but she has been the key so far.
England have been down to 14 players since the 17th minute of this game, and they're going to get a free kick off the scrum. Hunter goes for Packer, who sets the tone and everything the Red Roses do. New Zealand can't get hands on that ball, so away they go for Alex Matthews. What a player. Fitzpatrick cleaned out of there. Out the back it is for Aitchison. Kildone, and a penalty for New Zealand.
Neck roll by 19.
Neck roll from O'Donnell, and the clean out must have been on Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, it's just managed to get her arm round, but we're off.
Of course we are. Away go New Zealand. This game non-stop and end to end. Fitzpatrick losing it now in the tackle. Packer tries to open things up, and here's Vicky Cornborough. Just a bit of a rush from New Zealand. Trying to chip a little kick over the top here. That's nice, calm play, and it's just going to roll out. What a kick from Zoe Harrison.
There's absolute quality. Could see that all the Black Ferns were up flat, nobody in behind, a lovely little roller of a ball. Now just turn the pressure on New Zealand again, who have really struggled to get out of their 22.
Marlie Packer with a turnover though on Fitzpatrick, that was the key.
Update, Zoe Allcroft has fouled her HAA, so Kath O'Donnell will stay on for England.
England try to attack this. Good work from Chelsea Bremner. It'll be Hiddeney to bring it out. Running into O'Donnell, 19. Here's Chelsea Bremner again. Good clean out from Ponsonby. New Zealand from in front of their own posts. Just pressuring each other. Trying to play, knowing they've got that advantage. And Fluhler still going to try for some footwork. And it works for Stacey Fluhler. Somehow New Zealand have still got the ball deep inside their own 22. Dement to the line. They're intent on offloading and finding this space. Hiddeney's got Bremner. Spins out of one, does Alana Bremner. Can't get rid of Hunter though. Good work from the England captain, as you'd expect in Test 140. Holmes. Ponsonby out for Dement this time. Great spot tackle by O'Donnell. Tidied up by Rule. It's ragged from New Zealand. Yet somehow they still have possession as Maya Roos goes up. Tui hasn't had a lot of ball in hand yet. Ruby Tui finds Fluhler to get some footwork going. She's so elusive, Stacey Fluhler, as Georgia Ponsonby goes up over halfway. Hiddeney, the hands are good. Nice and quick, and it's New Zealand playing under advantage. Here's Lexi Oyingan again. Gets rid of a couple. Big Fen. She's got the support. Couldn't quite get the offload away. Harrison's come in and might have pinched this for England. No penalty.
I'll go quick here, New Zealand too. There's numbers to the right-hand side. Or do they consolidate and take the line out? 2 minutes to go. Geez, I think he gave the line out now.
10, no more.
How about that? 12 phases from New Zealand. Just really good ability. Know that if they stretch England from left to right, they're going to expose some players on the end, and there's going to be some mismatches out there.
I think now if New Zealand are able to score before the half, it'll give them huge confidence to go in. Only maybe 5 behind, but this woman here, ever since she come onto the field, oh geez, they like tackling that, Rach.
You definitely don't want to go high on a powerhouse like that.
She says she might not be everyone's cup of tea, but she could be someone's shot of vodka. Aisha Letienga, I think 45,000 are into that. Here goes New Zealand. Set the drive, roared on. It's Ponsonby in the back, clinging on. New Zealand regroup. It's funneled back to Bremner, Chelsea. Amy Rule has got it there, and Amy Rule goes over for New Zealand. Riverton's finest strikes back for the Black Ferns.
Oh yeah, the hands go up. They know how important that is in the context of this game. They were patient, they were accurate. Bremner brings it down, they get in quickly. And in the low numbers, see there Philippa Love doing some hard work, and they funnel back. McMinimum comes out the back, she gets re-involved. Bremner, she introduces herself again, and there right at the boot, Amy Rule has a look, looking to the right, sees the left, and they're in.
Thanks, Ben.
I mean, we talk about a turnaround from this New Zealand team. In the autumn, in England and France, barely won a line out, and now they're scoring off driving mauls. This pack has got to a new level, and what an important score for the half.
Amy Rule and so many other of these forwards for the Black Ferns have really thrived under the guidance of Whitney Hansen, haven't they? Mike Cron has been in this environment with the Black Ferns as well. He's always on the sideline watching on.
Renee Holmes stays right this time. There won't be 2 more. But we are going to half-time after a quite mesmerising 40 minutes of rugby. And it is England who lead in the World Cup final, 26-19 over New Zealand. 40 minutes to decide our Rugby World Cup 2021 champions. England lead New Zealand 26-19. A change, Poppy Cleal on in jersey 20 for England, Sarah Hunter to the bench. England down to 14, but New Zealand behind. "40 minutes remain at Rugby World Cup 2021, and that's flirting with the sideline. Tui as she brought that down, an offload for Rule. Demand. Nice hands from Ponsonby. And some space for New Zealand wide here. Fluhler, oh what a show, and a go from Fluhler. Holmes in the middle. Holmes looking for support, taking on Kildun. Back to Fluhler. New Zealand strike from the ends of the world. What a try to start the second half.
Oh, and they left off exactly how they finished off in the first half. First time they've been able to receive their kickoff, and straight away they look to go to the edge. But look at the work of Fluhler. Sees it now. Dummies on the inside. That sells Emily Scarratt. Remember, she's got no winger. The pass on the inside to Renee Holmes, but she still keeps in play. Stacey Fluhler, and they go end to end. NZ go.
And the crowd are on their feet because this New Zealand Black Ferns team are brave. Brave to play, brave to move the ball, take their chances, take their opportunity. And Stacey Fluhler, the smiling assassin, gets the Black Ferns off to an incredible start for this second half.
The Black Ferns talk about playing to their superpowers, that is playing to the strengths of every single player. And Stace, she knows what hers is. Carry the ball into contact and run. Look at what she can do.
Well, Emily Scarratt here just wanted to talk to the referee.
Holmes to tie it up. It's just away. England still in front.
They said they want to play with a smile on their face, and that's when they play their best code. And I'm sure that was the plan right from the get-go from their coaches. Just settle down, get the restart, and go wide straight away.
26 England plays 24 New Zealand. Charmaine McMenamin, a replacement this week for Liana Mikaele-Tu'u. New Zealand full of running, Dement to the line. Offload stays in New Zealand hands, and the chaos theory looks like it's fully employed in the second half. Roos collects the ball from Fitzpatrick. Oh, that's rugged stuff. Look at Alex Matthews. Roos, how's she going to squeeze that back? She's not going to be able to. Brilliant, brilliant. Matthews with support from Scarratt.
Emily Scarratt, fantastic work defensively. Just absolutely massive.
Yeah, just such a good reader, knows exactly what she's trying to do there, to slow the ball down, hold them up so they can't recycle, knowing that she's going to be short on the outside. Just clever play from such a clever player.
To see her just talking to the referee, saying, is it a more, is it a more, is it a more? Yes, it is. Straight away, she just locks that ball up, doesn't have to roll away. Smart player.
Well, a number of these England players have been carrying around the hurt from 5 years ago. Abby Ward, for one, she's got a Polaroid picture in her wallet from 5 years ago in that final of a jersey, her English jersey, hanging in the shed, so she remembers what it feels like to fall to the Black Ferns in the Irish Rugby World Cup final. She never wants to feel like that again. There's 9 survivors in this team that'll be feeling that same thing.
With that extra player, Rachel, England making this early changes, halftime change, Poppy Cleal coming on for Sarah Hunter. What do you imagine the thinking is there of Coach Middleton?
Yeah, I think he's got to manage that pack and their workload, and Poppy Cleal just has such an impact off the bench. Her physicality, her go forward. She's been a huge player for her club back home in Saracens, played in tight games, so she's got such a great leadership management to her as well.
I think we're going to see right from the scrum what she's going to do. She's going to carry this ball and carry heavy and get some go forward. That's what she's there for. Impact, heavy carries, advantage line.
Bind! Set!
Controlled. Oh, just by Cleal, it spills away for Packer. Here's Aitchison, Scarratt almost running a hole. Fluhler gets her just, but it's nice quick ball for England. New Zealand having to defend. The kick comes off the feet, and then it's knocked on by Harrison, and it's Black Ferns' ball. So Coxedge looks to turn them around. Is she going to find grass? Yes. Oh, and an ugly break for Kildun. A really ugly break for Ellie Dilkun, who watched that into touch.
Again, we saw Kendra Coxedge do that early in the game. Quick turnover, quick thinking, knows that nobody's going to be home. Just turns that pressure on its head.
There's a lot of movement in that England line, and then it's just money ball at the back for Abby Ward. It's there with Marlie Packer.
She's not changed her mind. Backwards once.
Now just starting to go a little sideways as Packer busts through. Trying to roll away out of their New Zealand defence. They do. Oh, Harrison. Change of direction. Almost got the referee as well. Matthews, just from a standing start, Alex Matthews. Squeezes it back. England just going to try and pick this out, and now they'll look for the boot, and it's going to be Scarratt bringing it outside the 22. It's gone down to Holmes on the 10-metre line. What's the options for New Zealand? Is it going to be width? And Letiainga playing in the middle. Big wide ball over the top for Fluhler, who can't bring it in on halfway. And they'll go and play that knock-on from Fluhler, the flying Fluhler.
Here comes the sparklers for the Black Ferns. Luca Connor and Crystal Murray coming on for the impact in the front row for Pip Love and Georgia Ponsonby.
Got to contain the emotions here. Got to hit the mark. Aisha Letiainga. Just hit Fluhler there, just a little bit too much oomph in it. And look out for jersey number 17, Crystal Murray. I think she's a game changer, especially in these situations where it's a bit loose.
One never change her mind.
If they need it, she can kick droppies too. The prop that can do it all.
Oh, don't make us go there yet, Kirst.
The context is good.
Long way to go.
And then when you guys run around the corner, one is always
Tough scene for Lydia Thompson.
No side intro.
The last scrum was very competitive by both sides. England went able to control theirs at the base with the pressure on from New Zealand. I'm sure they'll try and test it again. They nearly got a penalty out of it though. But new players on in the front row here for New Zealand, so they're straight into the fire here, testing times. Got to dig those sprigs in.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Oh, big shove from New Zealand, really big shove, but Cleo does well off the back and then runs headlong back into the traffic. So England will set from halfway through Kath O'Donnell. Big clean out from Packer as Packer clears a little chip kick over the top this time. There's a whole lot of New Zealanders going back for it, and it's Fluhler who brings it in one way then the other. Cox Edge again looking for some grass, and she's found some open space here. 50-22 could be on. What's the break like? The break is perfect for New Zealand. What a kick! And his 68th and final game.
Oh, absolutely pinpoint. Excellent, just pulling all of her experience, knowing the backfield yet again will be on completely unmarked. And the lucky bounce of the ball
In the scrum?
puts New Zealand in a prime position now.
Oh, that's a tough situation defensively for England. And Kildan and Abby Dow have to cover so much space, but the awareness from Kendra Cox is to A, see that space, but B, execute.
Bruce brings down the line out for New Zealand.
Sorry.
England have done a nice job just holding this up. Cox Edge, now they've got advantage. Cox Edge making sure everybody knew who was in the wrong spot. Eventually going to go to ground with Connor, and now Chelsea Bremner. Trying to suck in the England forwards, Maya Roos. England have led from the opening minutes. New Zealand pressing now.
The ball's there.
Cox Edge has it. From a standing start, Murray. England's defence just picking them off, and now they'll go. Fitzpatrick, Fluhler made the run, but Fitzpatrick with a little bit of footwork for McMenamin. Charges up 6 metres short, New Zealand working the short side numbers for Murray in the corner. Crystal Murray, impact off the bench. The detonators go boom.
Oh, and the stare says it all from Crystal Murray. Man, she has come on and did a job in the scrum firstly. You can see they absolutely just stacked that short side, and Crystal Murray from there, unstoppable.
She's always bringing impact off the bench, whether it's a hard short line, but picks off Lucy Packer, knows that she's got the power over her. Talk about their set piece yet again. I think New Zealand have been hiding this throughout this competition, knowing that they were going to unleash it in this final.
Oh man, hasn't New Zealand got some impact off the bench?
Well, there's more that's come on as well. In jersey 20, their co-captain Kennedy Simon has made her way onto the field. She adds aggression, smarts and so much energy. She's replacing the hearty-narty Charmaine McMiniman, the lucky charm, who'll have everyone on the east coast of New Zealand from Ngāti glued to their TV screens.
And just as this young woman will too, from the same place. Renee Holmes, the most have been out wide. It's been a mixed bag, and again it just stays left. But for the first time in the match, New Zealand go in front. 29 points to 26. They lead England with half an hour to play.
Changes for England as well. Sadia Kabaya is on in jersey 21. So too is Portia McDonald in 22. Marlie Packer, this woman has been immense throughout the tournament. Her job is now done, as is
Lucy Packer, both Packers. So what's England's response now? 30 matches in a row as Kennedy Simon, the New Zealand co-captain, brings down the restart. Oh, Bremner, the mistake, forced the ball, had a little look. Great chance here for England.
You just feel this is the first time England's had any opportunity in the second half in New Zealand's 22. Massive, massive mistake. We saw in the first 40 minutes, New Zealand will make a mistake in this area and they get punished, Rach.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, once you do something good in the game, you want to back it up. Just too flat there, ball not accurate enough, and Poppy Cleal, when you've got her in front of you and you can feel the heat of that coming on, taking a ball above your head's going to be so challenging.
Yeah, I think that ball was actually aimed for Crystal Murray on the outside, but Bremer just tried to get it and thought it was for her, but now set piece, you're right. Poppy Cleal in these situations, massive.
So here is Claudia McDonald. To feed the scrum for England in jersey 22.
You keep the space.
Another player who come back from serious injury, wasn't sure if she would ever play again, and now in a World Cup final, a cauldron too.
I like the battle on this far side, or this side here. With Sarah Byrne and Crystal Murray, just where the referee is. Massive. Sarah Byrne in some massive, massive form too.
Crouch! Bind!
Free kick for England.
17, overleaning. Scrum.
Well, that's the pressure of Sarah Byrne and what she does. Crystal Murray's trying to get in early and over chase, and that's what she's been called up for. You've got to hold your weight first.
Until the set on that one. When you're on bind, you're then folding in.
All right, she says, let's go. Next one.
Look how low she is though. Sarah Byrne on that far side. So equally, Crystal Murray has to get underneath that, or match that at least. That's why she's getting pulled up for going in.
Good hit from England. They go down and it'll be a penalty. That's Sarah Byrne's penalty.
Geez, I'd go the line out there. Rolling ball's been pretty good.
And this is what this England can do, how they punish your errors.
Sorry.
Put you under pressure, force the
Is then
penalty,
pulling through to ground.
and then put you in a really vulnerable position with a weapon of theirs of that driving maul.
It's interesting to see New Zealand's adjustment in this situation as well.
It's to the middle for England this time. Oh, look, so quickly into their work, just funneled straight back to Cocaine. Charging. Cocaine over a hat-trick. Cocaine puts England back in front with her third try of the final.
Well, you knew exactly what you were going to get from that England pack. And they put it in the corner, they go to work. They get the initial early shove on, just get connected, then they get the leg drive on. Work the ball back to Amy Cocaine, and then Abby Ward pulling her troops on. And New Zealand again, from an error of their own, have leaked some points for England yet again.
Oh, was that throw-in though? It was sweet as a pineapple, wasn't it? It was straight in there, taken down quickly, and man, oh man, once that power was on, all Amy Cocaine needed to do was join it and put it down. What a reply from this England outfit.
time and again, England have responded to everything New Zealand's thrown at them in this match. This is an England team playing with 14. And they keep finding a way. They go to what's worked for them time and match after match.
And having an athlete like Emily Scarratt who can kick these goals earnestly, massive in these types of games.
Just stays right this time. Can't come around, but England lead again.
Oh, this is just a beautiful shot of it. Absolute power personified. Oh yeah, and the skip goes, oh yeah, you betcha.
Shallow restart this time from New Zealand, targeting Tui in the air, who does brilliantly well to knock it back for Fluhler, and now Simon into Scarratt. Quick ball for Coxedge, Rule and Connor barreling, great tackle, Kabaya textbook. Bremner, Cleo shot up and chopped her down.
Use it.
Murray's going to have to play half back for Rule. Stopped again by Matthews and Cleo. England's forwards are going to have to put in a huge shift in these final minutes, final half an hour. Roos tries to lay it back, pinched and then lost. Unfortunate for England. Was stolen as Tui, one way, twists herself around. New Zealand press on the 22. Murray on the angled run, look to get the arms free, Crystal Murray. Connor goes up the middle. This time lays it back cleanly. Dement. Bremner, Alana, she's got Leclerc instead, goes in to contact.
Not now, 21.
Coxedge. Dement will take it to the line, as she so often does. So hard to stop, it's awkward, but that's landed on England's legs. And good scramble again from Poppy Cleo to win it back. And now,
You're on the body for me.
yeah, New Zealand want it, but referee Davidson says no. Zoe Harrison gets them out of there, down as far as home, 10 metres on her own side, the England side are halfway. Renee Holmes tried to link up, and then it was sloppy. Messy period for New Zealand, just lost sight of each other.
Just quality defence from England, just not giving up an inch. They know they're a number down, so they're picking and choosing when they compete at that breakdown. That's when New Zealand don't need to force it. Build some phases, tighten England up, and then take your chances on the outside.
In New Zealand on the counter-attack, they've had a set-piece play, but in this game, they've sort of gone away from it. They've gone to the open, whereas normally they hit the middle and then bounce back the blind. They haven't done that once so far, and I think it's just causing a little bit of confusion on the kick return. Oh, come on now and have a cramp.
Never before had anyone paid to come to a women's rugby match in New Zealand. History made over and over again at this tournament, and you can only imagine where things are going to go from here. They've come from near and far, and boy, have they been entertained.
Tell you what, the travelling supporters have really indulged and added to this atmosphere, that's for sure as well. It's been great to see so many English supporters walking around the city, having a good time, being welcomed by everyone. It's all been good, hard caseness.
England, what a start they had. 2 tries converted in the opening 13 minutes, and then it's just been all on ever since.
Let's go, girls. Thank you.
Oh, a quarter to go and you just still don't know. I mean, 2 outstanding semi-finals for these 2 teams to get here. Now they put on a show like this in the grand final of the Rugby World Cup.
You continue to keep your feet underneath you. You continue to keep your feet underneath you.
Rachel Bradford can't even talk.
I'm just getting my breath right. The teams are ready for this next big scrum.
Yeah, if I was England, I'll just play for the penalty here. Try and just consolidate a little bit. No need to rush the other ones in front now.
Sarah Burnett was who did the number on Crystal Murray last scrum out at the other end of the field, earning that penalty for England.
Set!
Cleo's got it in the bag. It's a good scrum from England.
Advantage.
Rock solid. It's a great scrum from England. They play under penalty advantage. Here's Abby Dow, just nothing but defence for Abby Dow. No way through there, but look at these forwards, the work England are doing.
Yeah, you've got to celebrate the small wins, but also the big wins. Knowing that this is going to get them up another 30, 40 yards up the pitch. Apply the pressure with their driving maul.
And this is how you win 30 games on the trot. You have game management in situations like that. You play for the penalty, you go to your strength, you just shut it down, and then go to your situations where you can thrive from an attack.
Cockayne, who has just been spot on with every ball that she has thrown in, and that's another one to perfection toward. Remember, Zoe Oldcroft gone as well from this match. That head knock in the first half. New Zealand have got this well wrapped up there. Hidani just going to check, and that's just a pile of bodies. The ball sits back. Oh, a little win for New Zealand.
Alana Bremen was the one that got up in front and competed at this line out, and that's what gave that 50-50 ball. They just couldn't clear it. There it is right there, both players competing, and just shut it right down.
Yeah, just quality, didn't give up, didn't let Abby Ward have easy ball when she got her feet to the ground, stayed in the wrestle, and what a response. Moments ago, England celebrating their set piece, and then Black Ferns turn it around. So England again opting to drop somebody from the pack, but Poppy Cleal at number 10. Now I'll be sending a winger down that channel. Letty Ienga putting her hand up, saying who they're going to play on.
Kennedy Simon off the back for Coxedge, who rolls a kick in between the wingers and fullbacks here and asks the New Zealanders to chase. Kildunn chased across, good work from Kildunn. Can't get rid of Tui though, stopped on the 22. That's good work at the back from the England fullback, although struggle to get that through out of there. Hidani has to let it go. Now New Zealand have got Fluhler down in back plate.
Take him back!
Harrison to clear. Oh no, the 22 was taken back. So a mistake from Zoe Harrison. Ball taken back into the 22, and she's kicked it out on the full.
Oh, that's a big error. In the context of where we are in this game, knowing what this Black Ferns pack can do in this area as well. But just there, just outside of the 22, you hear the referee shout it. And Ruby Tui cheering on, pointing back.
Girls, in its head, let's go.
Fluhler's up and about. It might have just been a rib tickler for Stacey Fluhler. Oh, that's a hot mess from New Zealand, but Matthews almost caught her by surprise. Alex Matthews.
I think both teams feeling a little bit of pressure now as we come into the last quarter. I mean, you don't see Zoe Harrison make mistakes like that, and then the line-out, which has been going so well for New Zealand, operate like that.
It just doesn't get the lift right, so it goes over Roos. And because the packs all come forward, it leaves it exposed. Black Ferns still with another shot.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
It's a good base for Coxedge to work with. Tui comes in at first receiver. Dement to the line. Runs headlong into Scarratt, who assumes the England captaincy. Wonderful player, Emily Scarratt. Rule on a short line
Not again.
for New Zealand. Coxedge looks for a runner. It's Chelsea Bremner, brought down by Kabaya. New Zealand starting to threaten here again, though. England's defence has been solid and organised. That's a good charge from Connor. And now Amy Rule up over just 4 metres short. Connor staying down. Oh, England, brilliant! Sarah Byrne, the last up. But I think it's more than just one player there. New Zealand now have problems with Luca Connor.
I think it was the double work of Sarah Byrne and Poppy Cleal. Gets back to her feet. Just on this carry here. Kabaya brings her down and both of them over the ball. And there Poppy Cleal just manages to wrap up Roos.
You're not sure about those elbows that are on the ground, though, from Sarah Byrne. It's quite clear to see from this angle. Claire was on the other side. I'm not quite sure what happened there to Amy Rule, I think it was.
Luca Connor, I think.
Luca Connor, sorry, yeah.
She hasn't moved from that carry. Boy, it's been an attritional game. What fortitude from England in particular, though, defending this line.
Holding on.
Some more fresh legs coming on for New Zealand with number 18, Santor Taumata, the young 19-year-old from the Bay of Plenty who debuted for the Black Ferns just before the Rugby World Cup but did enough to show the coaches she should be here on the biggest stage of all.
She had quite a time of it last week, didn't she? Santor Taumata, yellow carded, conceding that penalty. That's for Amy Rule. What an effort. Probably had the best 3 games of her Black Ferns career in the last 3 weeks, Amy Rule. Gee, she's been immense, hasn't she, Abby Ward, as she trots to another line out, brought down by Kabaya. England just stick to their knitting. They know what works, and it works so well. Byrne now told that's once. Still going forward, though, is England. And McDonald just looks, yeah, no. Now she needs to, oh, no, they've scooted away from her again, just as she was about to go. But look at this. England just peeling off meters. Now McDonald gets to run. Dow taken in by Dement. And Abby Ward will go and line up the runners. It's a tricky ball from a lock to a prop, and it's a mistake from England.
Okay. Well, they've done everything right. From the penalty, kick to the court, kick to the sideline, work New Zealand's pack, and then Claudia McDonald had to clear out, which left the ball isolated. Now this is an opportunity again for New Zealand.
Jonah Nanwo is on in jersey 19. Her whole whānau is standing up, giving her a standing ovation as she runs onto the field for Maya Kawakalani Roos.
I think from the set piece, New Zealand have to stretch it here. They have to get it out their back. They've got to give Ruby Tui some space. Force the defence of England over and then go width to width.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Kennedy Simon off the back for Cox Edge. Inside for Letienga. Bremner for Dement, stabbing the kick through to open territory. Going to put pressure on Abby Dow, but we know that she can go 80 or 90 if she needs to, because she has got speed to burn, and she's going to take them on. Abby Dow, superb. A prop coming across, and then huge collision with Kennedy Simon. And Simon thrown her head back, thinking she might have got this wrong, and Dow has stayed down to another TMO coming.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so Ben, we've got indirect head contact. We just want to make sure that it's nothing more than a yellow card.
Yeah, this is trouble, all right.
Okay, we'll get the best angle. There's not many angles of it due to where it was in the field, but we'll get the best angle first, but it appears that the information is correct.
Correct.
The players got to get their technique right, and this is just way too high. You can't go chest up. I think this is going to be a yellow for Kennedy Simon.
So yeah, the point of contact initially. Sorry, Holly, I thought we were on air.
Now we just...
Yeah, it's coming up now, sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
So yeah, initial point of contact, as you said, is on the shoulder, and then it rides up.
Yeah, so yellow card to 20 baht.
Yep.
Yellow to our number
20.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Then mitigation was,
For us, first it's on the shoulder and then up.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow card for Kennedy Simon. Now New Zealand down to 14. She knew instantly she'd got it wrong. The New Zealand co-captain takes her medicine.
I'll tell you what, I don't know why New Zealand kicked the ball away in that situation. They needed to hold on to the pill. They gave England an opportunity. And Abigail did fantastic work covering that up.
Yeah, she really did, and that's the player that you can't kick a ball loose to. She's threatening in open space and can sniff out any space on the outside. She looked a little bit troubled there.
I mean, they've got to take her off for an HIA. I mean, they've got to think about player safety first and foremost. I know England have only got a 5-2 split, but I mean, common sense has got to prevail here.
As a minimum, check her out, make sure she's okay before she goes back onto the pitch. But I'm with you with New Zealand, kicking away possession, forcing offloads, gifting England the ball back, which they're just going to use the time to manage out this game.
She's going to be over there as well.
Well, I love the intent from Abby Dow too. She knows she's got the pace, took them on, doesn't get much ball in hand. Is she coming to the side or going to her wing? She's going to her wing.
Oh, wow. We'll go back to the game, but I'll tell you what, this England team, the way they've been able to work their way out of their own 22 through these rolling walls, man, oh man, they're shutting this game down.
Just on the tee, girls.
Look at that intent, run into the line out. They would have worked out what they're going to do before the ball's even out.
Yeah, they set this their tempo with this line out. And again, it's Cocaine to Ward. They have become quite the duo as they press into New Zealand territory again.
It's on the ball, Carrier.
Both teams down to 14. We're into the final 15 minutes of play. New Zealand have come back at them here, though. And they... Oh, yeah, McDonald's just going to dig it out in time. Here's Cleo. Alana Bremner rolls out of the way. Harrison wanted to have a little run, but ran into her opposite, Demant, who is a stout defender at first five. McDonald goes again for O'Donnell. Just picking out her runners. Oh, little dart from Claudia McDonald. We know she's got good pace too. And that's a nice charge from the little halfback. Cleo. Hidden shot out of the line and loosened contact, ripped away by New Zealand, and it's New Zealand's penalty.
Tap and go here. Oh, geez, I thought it would have went.
And she's on the floor. Where you are is good. Okay. Yeah, medic's on. Time off. Thank you.
Sarah Byrne, I think, is down now. Gosh, England's front row stocks have taken a hit, and I wonder still too if they're looking at Abby Dow on the sideline with the medical, with the tournament doctor.
Yeah, Tatiana Hurd for England in jersey 23 has got up. She's ready to go if needed.
She can play, I can tell you that. Jersey 23 for England. Tatiana Hurd, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Off she comes. Abby Dow is coming off, and Tatiana Hurd, who is a danger player, isn't she? She's made her mark on this tournament.
Had a couple of brilliant games. I'm pleased common sense has prevailed with Abby Dow.
Interesting what they do in that back line now. Does Holly Aitchison move to the wing? Or do you see Ellie Kildun move to the wing and
okay, girls.
Scarratt holding the full-back position?
They've got to keep Emily Scarratt up the front. She's just so good in that front line reading things. So she's going to stay there. Tatiana who's going to go to the far side on that right-hand wing.
So Dement sends it into touch. This will be a line out on halfway New Zealand's throat. Nanwu brings it in, tries are not straight, and they might have had an argument, England, but New Zealand will play. It's in the back with Luca Connor.
Don't change, don't change.
It's messy for Coxedge again, looking for the space. She finds Grass, she's the chaser. How's the bounce this time? It's good for Matthews, for McDonald rather, and that's great footwork from Kildare. Again, England have got the ball back in their hands. Carrying forward hard is Kabaya.
It's taken back.
Harrison drives it low and hard down to Dement. Holmes hasn't really gone her way for a wee while in this half. Now she has a run and clashes in. The two fullbacks collide. Murray. His body's flying everywhere. The white wall. No way through it this time for Taumata. Dement. Oh, Fitzpatrick caught in two minds. It's a little bit ragged. New Zealand chasing, trailing, and they've lost 30, 40 metres. So Holmes, the option, but it's a good little stab kick through for Alexi Iyenga to chase, but England will be happy just to slow this down, absorb time.
Black, that's going to be you, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Great carry from Holmes. Just need New Zealand to up their work rate to give themselves the extra player after getting England narrow. But a lot of tired bodies out there. High ball in play percentages.
Let's go then.
But England now will just manage this clock.
Matthews knocked away and into the hands of Kabaya.
Nah, not for me.
England with ball in hand and the lead as we tick towards the final 10 minutes of a quite pulsating Rugby World Cup final. McDonald, good quick service. As Harrison goes out on the full again, protesting the low dive of Dement as it tried to charge, but it's come off New Zealand's hands.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, England. And they were right too. Dement was the one that challenged, rightfully so, but it was off her. So
I felt that you did.
see now though, England very slow to the line as just before they were running to and trying to catch New Zealand off with tempo. Remember the clock's still going, they're in the huddle. Game management once again.
Let's go.
Amy Cocaine so used to going so quickly turned around and none of her line out was there. Yeah, in the very parochial Eden Park crowd with the pockets of white are frustrated, but it's smart from England. They've got some wise heads still out on that field.
It's number 20 that's down then.
Here's the pressure from Dement. She said she didn't touch the ball. This would be a good shot of it. Oh yeah, might have a case. Might have a case. Oh, and it says the referee's got it. He's caught it.
Ferns touch.
That's quality refereeing. We know the magnitude of this game. What big errors like that from a referee's decision could have on the context of the final whistle. Great spot from the TMO.
We talk about moments in games. I think there's a massive moment for the Black Ferns right here.
10 minutes to play, England 31, New Zealand 29, and it's in the hands of Luca Connor. Ruby Tui coming looking for work. It hasn't really gone her way, but she always stays active and busy. Coxedge for Chelsea Bremner. England's stout defence has stood so firm under enormous pressure. Dement offloads for Murray, and a little bit of razzle from the New Zealand prop. Quick hands, oh, good spin from Nanwu, getting out of the tackle of Kabaya up to the 22. Coxedge comes back to a big blind. Murray down and back play for New Zealand. Remember, both teams at 14. One a red card for England, one a yellow card for New Zealand. Dement, Fitzpatrick again stands the kick. This one might sit up for Stacey Fluhler. Just short, Letiianga crashes over. And New Zealand go back in front with 9 minutes to play.
And finally, the little stab through pays off for them in the end. Lovely little touch from Fitzpatrick. Ellie Kildun gets up on the outside channel. But what about that skill from Stacey Fluhler as being tackled over the line, twists and turns. Manages to find Letiianga. And a quality try.
Should hear the crowd from down here. Honestly, it feels like you're at Coachella or Glastonbury, not a rugby match. It's a party.
When you think about that massive call, they could have gone their way from the referees. Stacey Fluhler just felt awkwardly, hopefully she's okay to go. Gave a fantastic ball. Taisha Letiianga. Oh, it's been a war of attrition though, right?
Yeah, what a know it on the face of Stacey Fluhler. But just hammer and tongs at each other, these two wonderful teams. Fluhler.
Oh, look at that bit of class though, from Ellie Kildun.
I think she's going off. Yeah. Okay, time back on, please.
They absolutely love her here, don't they? Stacey Fluhler has been lighting things up all tournament. Hazel Chubik is about to come on to a massive roar as well in jersey 22. And for England, I'll let her have her moment. Screaming New Zealanders, a girl from Ruatoki who's used to riding bareback horses.
She's had two decisive impacts among many good touches. Has Stacey Fluhler what Renee Holmes would give for this one to go? Renee Holmes from wide again, it stays left. Another miss, and it's a narrow lead for New Zealand.
Look at that. Each of a pass from Stacey Fluhler. She is absolutely elite, the number 13. The finish was easy, but a couple of nice touches under pressure from the Black Ferns. Now, all on the restart. Can they regather and get it out of their own half?
Triple change for England as well. Lark Davies, Maud Muir, Shauna Brown all on to bolster that front row.
34-31 New Zealand lead. 6 minutes to play in a Rugby World Cup final. England have never beaten New Zealand at a Rugby World Cup match, but they've won the last two between these teams. Alana Bremner. Hazel Chubik again kicking for Letiianga and only down towards halfway.
We're just giving away possession on your side of the field with a rolling maul that can go 20 metres easy.
Kennedy Simon's up. She's got about a minute to go on the yellow card before the Black Ferns are back to 15.
So with that Fluhler injury, Tubik's gone into fly half with Dement slotting across to second five as New Zealand win it back. And Fitzpatrick to centre. She's going to get the ball in her hands now, Teresa Fitzpatrick. What a time for a line-out steal. Oh, Matthews caught offside. Murray for Letiianga. 2 tries coming off the bench into the match early. someone's lost a boot. Coxedge then cut the air with a knife at Eden Park. It's touched in flight, so everyone's onside. Again, big contact, Tui on Kildum. McDonald darted away to the blind side and found no support, but does well, Claudia McDonald. She's been good since coming on. England have got advantage here. New Zealand have conceded a penalty again in the worst possible area, and now England look to be full of running with some fresh legs, and Shauna Brown almost around the outside. 5 minutes to play. Scarratt for Matthews, this absolute tireless worker, Alex Matthews. Harrison for Cleo, Tubic rushes up on her.
Turnover.
Oh, stolen back. And it might be, it's the skipper, Ruahei Dement, with a huge play.
Oh, the conductor, Ruahei Dement. She's been leading with the physical charges all tournament long. And watch this. Hazel Tubic goes down low. There's the release. Oh, geez, I don't know.
Oh, she gets one hand on it and she doesn't give up easy. Kath O'Donnell just slips off her shoulder. That's what the referees want to see. Hands on the ball, a clear attempt to lift it. And she has just got her team the rewards of the ball back. And
oh, Dement's tapped. Tried to fool the England line. They're going to run them with 4 to go and a 3-point lead. Straight up through the middle, Nan Wu, that's a good carry. Oh, penalty England!
Risk and reward. That's a big risk, and they don't get the reward there.
Yep. Sarah Hunter can't watch. She's turning around on the bench, but Abby Dow, great news for her. She's passed her HIA. She's back on the field. Well, she wants to be anyway. She's asking Tatiana Hurt to come to the sideline. There's the switch.
Dow back in, Hurt to the side, and England look at that kick. They have banged them down to the 22. New Zealand back to the full complement. Kennedy Simon back from the sin bin. England with 14. Money ball is Abby Ward. This is collapsed. It's a penalty for England. Harrison to the line. England playing under penalty advantage with 2.5 to play. And a 3-point deficit. The contact is huge. Eden Park roars. England with clear up to the 22. New Zealand can't get hands on ball. They'll go back and play the penalty.
I think you've got to go the line out. It's been looking unstoppable so far from England. I mean, you could take the 3 points, try and go for ET extra time, but I think they got the muscle to do it. Big call. Emily Scarratt. What do you do, Rachel Burford?
oh, she backs her pack. That's what she does. She points straight to the corner. Knows that they've got a shot and an opportunity here.
And on the flip side, for New Zealand, do you challenge or do you just try and stop it and create a maul?
If England wanted a perfect scenario with 90 seconds to play and a 3-point deficit to make up, this is it. Time and again, this England pack have prevailed. 3.5 years, 30 consecutive matches, and they've got a minute to win it. Davies to Ward. She brings it down, and down it comes. Advantage for England. They'll get a free hit here.
No, use it! Use the ball!
Have to use it now. Away they go again. It's stopped by Cleo. New advantage. Or same advantage, rather. New Zealand, having been full of running now, have to be full of defence. England drive low and hard.
advantage.
We'll go back to the penalty.
19 in the air.
Go again, have to go line out again for sure.
Yeah, sorry, on the 15.
Yeah, I think Abby Ward got played in the air. You've either got to commit to go for the ball or hold your feet
19
and prepare to stop the driving maul.
Eden Park has seen some storied occasions, not least in Rugby World Cup finals. This may be the most extraordinary of the lot. It's on New Zealand's side. England couldn't control it. And in your life, have you ever seen anything like it? From the depths of despair to World Cup winners once more. New Zealand are the champions.
Eden Park absolutely erupts. The much vaunted unstoppable for 3 years. England 4-pack, the history makers, 30 in a row, and that stops with the world champs in Auckland, New Zealand.
I mean, what a story, and one for the history books for this New Zealand side. They were down and out less than 12 months ago, and they have turned things, they have transformed what they have done, they've broken records, they've sold out the home of Eden Park, and they have put on a show today. I mean, it's all credit to them, fully deserved to their staff and their players.
New Zealand celebrations again. They are World Cup winners once more. New Zealand 34, England 31.